favorite day of the year in 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now here's SGA. Clock at 6. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Allen outside. Oubre on the wing. And Allen is good for 3.
3 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Here's Allen, defended by Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Allen. Siakam the screen. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
To the middle. Here's Thompson.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Davis. Thompson with it. Picked up by Allen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Puts it up off the inbound. Here's Davis. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And he drives in. And it's Allen who slams it home.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Allen outside. Inside. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander. Great positioning on the putback. SGA's gotten his second bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Allen outside. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And finished off by Davis.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
They kick it out to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Boston trails by 6. Here's Thompson. He takes it in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Kennard with it. Picked up by Allen. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Oubre on the wing. Now SGA. Just 4 to shoot. Allen can't get it to go. Down low. Here's Thompson. Pass to Davis. Misses in close. Outside, SGA. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 4. Quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Outside Davis. Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Davis. AD doing what he does.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
And he's showing some strength on that finish. Murray, a terrific job fighting off the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Murray, no good on that one. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Thompson with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Kennard. Here's Thor. Goes back up. Gafford grabs the miss. On the wing, Green. Counted from distance.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And Gafford comes to help. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Green. Three-pointer, no good. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Henderson. Pass to Zubac. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Yeah, despite standing about 6'2", Henderson has a big-time vertical, and he plays a lot bigger than his height.
Scoot Henderson taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. The visitors with the ball. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
Keeping the head on a swivel. Rozier making a nice pass.
Away team ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Well, this is why you must force Porzingis farther away. At 7'2", he sometimes forces defenses to compromise inside.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 8. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Henderson's vision continues to improve. He's quick to spot those openings and make passes.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Murray. 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. It's rebounded by Zubac. Left side, Burks. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Rozier from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Timeout.
Well, since entering the league in 2015, Rozier's done a nice job improving his three-point shot. Taking more of them, too.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Henderson. There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Here he goes. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
Pass to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. On the wing, Rozier. And here's Green from the arc. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Boston trails by 10. Here's Henderson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Inside. A great take by Murray.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Burks. Zubac, screen. Fires it. Burks no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And that one's good. Green. Green's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Green. Sinks the tray. Green's got 14 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Yes, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Caleb Martin, 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Rozier. Off target at the rim. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boston trails by 13. Thompson attacking. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Rozier. Allen outside. Rozier outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Allen. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in. So it's Boston now. 11-point game. Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
And here's Rozier. Pass to Allen. Gafford in the post. Here's Oubre. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Rozier looking around. And that one is stuffed right through.
Okay now, Rozier is listed at 6'1", so he got way up for that slam.
Toppin with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Outside Oubre. Pass to Allen. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Kennard. And the layup falls. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Pass to Allen. The 3 is up. Outside, Green. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. The technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, B.A. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Ryan, back to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Porzingis sets a screen. Allen outside. Offline with a three.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Pass to Kennard. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Thompson, no good. Now Siakam. Stolen by Davis. Thompson in the post. Outside Burks. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on A.J. Green.
I love how ferocious Thompson is. He embraces getting fouled like this.
He's off on the second. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, D.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the start.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Out to Oubre. Oh, deflected. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And Davis slams it home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Henderson. And a nice finish on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 12. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Outside Porzingis. To the paint. Porzingis sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. And it's SGA missing. Boston trails by 12. Back to Conchar. From about 19. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Allen. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
All eyes on SGA. So he kicks it out to the perimeter. Just excellent recognition.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Allen. Fires the three. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Right side, Oubre. Left side, SGA. Porzingis up top. Pass to Allen. Three-pointer. It's deflected. Here's Thompson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, Thompson goes inside and forces the issue with the D. He gets the foul he was looking for.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Here's Oubre. This one for 3. Kennard with the rebound. And Boston pushing it up now. Davis with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And it's Davis finishing things off inside.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Out to Oubre. Pass to Siakam. Lets the 3 fly. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is the ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. SGA with it. Pass to Oubre. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Gafford. Off on the layup. Boston trails by 11. Now Davis. It's stolen by SGA. On the attack, Oubre. Jams it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
At one point, they led by 16. Now Gafford. It's off his foot. It's being called a kicked ball. SGA looking around. Outside Murray. The triple drop.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Kennard outside. Here's Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Now Oubre. Outside SGA. Takes it inside. Bucket! Straight in!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Now Gafford. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Boston trails by 16. Here's Thompson. Davis, a screen. He launches. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Not too many players have ever had the feel for the three-point shot like Klay. He was born to shoot the deep ball. Should just about do it. Big-time shot in the final stretches here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Can't get it to go.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Now Thompson. It's stolen by SGA. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Double team on SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Now Gafford. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, Kristaps Porzingis, Pascal Siakam.
Let's loose for 3. Oh, the shot is off. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, this crowd